What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Judith Plains Montana $10 million challenge. I hope y'all are doing well. Currently, I am fixing our little mistake that we had from the last episode, where we accidentally started planting barley in this field when it was supposed to be a wheat field. However, in this episode, we're going to go ahead and finish this up right quick. We need to rent or lease rather a sprayer for the cotton field. And we also need to plant the canola as well. We're gonna have a worker do that though. I feel like there's been a lot of planting from the last episode anyway. 65 acres worth of planting, by the way. Ridiculous amount of planting, but very much worth it. Very much worth it. It's gonna be very profitable. So, and then we might, once all that's done, we're gonna definitely do a selling, a little selling adventure. So stay tuned for that. That'll be later on in the episode. And I'm not too sure where we're going after that. So it's kind of up in the air, and we'll figure it out as we go. So just like we normally do, just like we always do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this done right quick. And this won't take me much longer. I have one little strip down that way, and this shouldn't be very long at all. Alright, that's all taken care of. We gotta top this cedar off right quick with fertilizer. Have it switched to canola, make sure. So that way we know for a fact we're good. We'll go ahead and fill this worker up with both seeds and fertilizer as well. I didn't really think whenever I put these in. I think the triggers are a problem. Well, at least I just think they're too close together probably. I think that was kind of a thing over in Riverbend Springs as well. So, alright, let's get this worker going. And then we're gonna head to the store. Alright, we are at the dealership. No, I didn't walk all the way here. I teleported. Alright, so let's go ahead. Talk to this nice gentleman right here. And we're going to go ahead and get a sprayer, but it's not going to be a normal pull-behind sprayer. That's why I went ahead and teleported over here. Where are the sprayers at? There they are. We're going to go ahead and get one of these. Just lease it. The leasing cost shouldn't be too much. And we're not going to need very much because we're going to do the weed seeker and pulse width modulation. Those two things significantly reduces the amount of herbicide that you use. So we're gonna lease this. It's $20,000 out of our pocket, which hurts because we should have weeded in March, but we didn't. So I will take the L on that. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and buy herbicide here. I don't want to fill up that tank. There's no reason for it. I'm considering, let's just do 3 of them. 2, 4, 6, 4,000 should be fine. Okay. But, I'm considering buying this actually and doing weeding this way. The fields are big, which is fine, honestly. Let's be honest, it's fine. Because you go 15 miles an hour with the hoe, so it's no big deal. But we do a lot of weeding on this channel as it is, and so I think a sprayer like this is actually probably better, because I think you can go, we're about to find out here in a minute, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you can go the exact same speed with a hoe as you can this guy. So, and this thing's like $382,000. Which is a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but we make a significant amount of money. And so that'd be worth the investment, in my opinion. Because the width on it alone would probably speed up the weeding process. But the only difference is again, I've told y'all about this before and I'll say it again, where I think it's bugged, where when you spray, it doesn't change the yield back to its original potential. So If we went ahead and went through with the hoe, then we would be at 123% yield. 122, 121 usually after first harvest. Usually because of the pH dropping. That makes sense. But if we do it like this, we're going to be at like 115, 118, give or take. In the loamy areas, that's the good areas too, so I'm not too sure if that has been fixed or not. So we're going to turn on the steering assist because we don't need very many lines, as y'all can see. I don't know why I'm trying to lower it. All right, and there's that pulse width modulation right there. It's only hit, yeah, you can go this, oh, okay. So with this spray, you can go the same speed. This might actually be worth it. If we did this, it would be a lot faster and a lot easier. Alright, we're gonna go down the field here real quick because it says there's an extra line right here, which I don't think there's any missing. I don't know why that extra line is there actually, but just to double check, we're gonna go down through. I do like this. I like the herbicide, honestly, but again, I kind of wanted to get out and check, but see how it's 115 and we're in loam. The pH it's perfect, and the nitrogen's perfect. Minus rolling, I should be at 123. This is why I don't like spraying. This is why I very much prefer to do the hoeing, but I think that might only be for, I don't know. I wonder if it's still reading if the weeds are there or not, because that's a significant yield decrease. Because the only thing we didn't do was roll. And it's already, I think it's I don't think it's mulched, which I still don't believe is a problem. Because we could do that, we could do this with like on the corn or on the wheat, or on the barley rather, and find out maybe, but, or it could be that it's, it could be taken into account that it went to large weeds, and maybe that's the case. I'm not too sure, but we need to buy soil information. I saw that it was outdated, so yeah, it's very much outdated, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that. The lime is pretty low on this field. That could be why. That could be why, but it says perfect in some spots. So I don't know. Oh, this is nitrogen. Excuse me. There's the pH. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's fine. So, and the nitrogen is low because it's cotton. Cotton doesn't need very much nitrogen, so. All right, let's update all this. However, field 57 is a environmental score of 100. So we are getting that real good. Once this is all planted up, we'll go ahead and purchase that soil information. But you'll notice how it's like faded out a little bit compared to the other. That's when you need to buy extra soil information. And let's see, yeah. So field 57 is at 100, 92 for field 56. So we need to get our environmental score up so we can get our sale prices up. That could be the extra benefit of using this instead of the other, because it gives us a significant increase in income from the environmental score. So I can kind of see us using this later on, but at the moment we can't buy it. We just needed it for this field only. We're going to do the regular hoeing and stuff on the other fields, and we'll go from there. Let's go ahead and return this now that I'm thinking about it, because we don't need this anymore. We'll keep the herbicide just in case I do forget again, because that's kind of common. So I forget a lot, man. It's just, it is what it is. I have way too much stuff going on in my life for me not to not forget stuff, so it is what it is. All right, we'll just unload it right here. Be done with it. And we'll return this. All right, cool. The other thing we need to do, we do need to lime this as well. The pH is pretty low on it. So we'll probably, I really don't like hopping in the John Deere for this kind of stuff. Just because it looks very, it looks very like overkill. If that makes sense. Oh, we can check on the animals. We do need to do that actually. Ooh, I'm glad we did. Sheeps are low on food. They need food really bad. Let's check on our productions too, just to double check. Buffalo Mott's is doing really good, 4,000 liters already, so that's good. We're done with the processing wheat, so we need to deactivate that. We're done processing hay. Well, no, we're not, because we have two other things over. We are done with bread right now. We will need to remember to deactivate that, to reactivate that later. And we're all done with TMR. Cool. So we're gonna go, that's what we could do. We're gonna go ahead and lease the, no. I got a better idea. Let's grab this, grab the flatbed, and we'll see how well this works with that hay ventilator over there. I hope I have enough room. We're about to find out. All right, we're right here at these bales of grass. Y'all, my foot is falling asleep. This is not good. All right, got our bales. Hopefully those don't go away too far. 105,000 liters, so yeah, we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right on hay for a little bit. We definitely need to plant grass next year, or we need to buy a grass field. One of those two needs to happen. All right, let's see if I have enough room. Please don't slide down the hill. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. I think I'm gonna have to back up into this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to back up. All right, we don't want to lose hay bales in the process, or grass bales in the process, so we are going to make sure that does not happen. Well, I'm going to attempt to anyways. Let's see if we can get these hay, grass bales in there. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna lose any. We should be all right. Please don't fall off the mountain, and we're good. Sweet. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get these loaded up right quick into the hay ventilator, and after that, we're gonna lime this field.
So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me.
All right, we got all this back into the hay ventilator, and we shouldn't have to do this again because we're going to be doing square bales. So we'll have a square bale pickup trailer at that point. and we won't need this. If we do, it's because we have extra and we just didn't have anywhere to put it, so. Which is fine. I think this can hold more square bales than it can round bales anyways, so. The tank is empty? Oh, I bet it ran out of fertilizer. I bet money that cedar ran out of fertilizer. Wouldn't be surprised. It is a pretty large field, and we had to fill up on the other 18-acre field as well, so does not surprise me. Put this right here for now. It's fine. Let's go find out. Yep, it's out of fertilizer. That's what I thought. Okay. Go ahead and get this field back up. Hopefully the AI starts right back where it was. Hopefully we don't have any problems. All right, the worker's taking off right where he left off, so that's awesome. Now we need to hop into the John Deere and get the lime spreader. We're gonna go ahead and spread some lime onto that field that we were just on. However, I have this whole cluster problem of equipment in this shed because I've just kind of been throwing it in there. I haven't really been organizing it very well, so, which is on me. We are going to grab this lime trailer right quick. All right, we are all filled up, and we're going to get this limed right quick. So I hope y'all like the supercut. I should have put it out before this video. If I haven't yet, then if I haven't put it out yet, it will be out very soon. At this point, it is in editing currently, so hopefully it'll be out before this episode drops. I'm looking at Wednesday, so whatever day I'm gonna release this episode on Friday, and the supercut should be out on Wednesday, the Wednesday prior. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did, let me know. I really do like to know whether you guys like these longer things, because the supercuts are like 4 and 5 hours long, so they're very lengthy. But again, it's all those. The supercuts are all the episodes, 10 episodes tied into one video, so that way it's a lot easier to kind of bounce around. If you're looking for something specific, or if you're looking for just to catch up on the series, that, in my opinion, that's the easiest way to do it. So, but you also have the playlist as well, so either way works. All right, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna be working with the worker, and hopefully we don't run into each other. So I have a solution. Y'all know how we have $1 million in debt from our cotton harvester? Let's see, finances. Yeah, we have $1 million in debt. I know how to clear it, but y'all ain't gonna like it. Well, y'all might. So, remember in the last episode, I said that we're gonna try and buy field 50 and then put a second dairy there, and then we're going to put buffalo milk in both dairies. Okay? All right. Hear me out. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna take the money that we have in our bank right now and do that exact thing. And then the fabric, okay? The fabric that the cotton is making, or the cotton is making the fabric, you know what I mean? We take the money from the fabric and pay off the loan that way. That way, we're actually paying off the cotton harvester with the crop that it's actually harvesting through the production chain, if that makes sense. I think that's kind of balling, actually. I really do think that's what we're gonna do, but let me know what you guys think. I kind of want to do it. But if you guys think that we should go ahead and start paying it off now and go aggressive with it, then I'm cool with that too. Either way, let me know what y'all think. But we're almost done. We have a few more passes on this lime here. Right after the lime, we're probably going to go ahead and fast forward to May. And in May is when we sell our fabric. So let me double check here. Yeah, in May is when we sell our fabric. Actually, hold up. Wait a minute. It's actually $300 more right now. We can actually get $10,000 more. We're going to stop this right now. Put that on pause. Yoink. Go straight to here, and we're going to sell our fabric. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and buy the field, put the dairy on it, and that way we're not accidentally using the money that we... accidentally using extra money on the $1 million. So, let's see. Okay, we have field 50 now. Field 50 is ours. However, we need to go into the construction menu. Come all the way over here. And I think we're going to put it literally right on the corner. I don't see why to put it all the way over there. That doesn't make sense. So, scroll on down. We'll find the dairy one for this guy, for Montana. I can't see the building. That's kind of rough. We'll do this. We'll do it like this. Right here is fine. Does the building just not show up? it's not even over there. Look. Oh my. Let's grab the trailer here, because we're gonna need it in a second. But we're down to $80,000, so we spent basically $500,000. Hold up. That dairy should... Oh no. Is that a bug for Montana? Because that's the Montana dairy, but it looks like the normal dairy, if that makes sense. Oh no, it just gives you the triggers. No, it didn't even take away the field, yo. Look. Can I run into the building? Hold up. Oh no, I can't even... What? Oh no, is that broken? Does that mean I can actually plant? Hang on. No. But it is, look at the quantities. So this is the Montana dairy. It is, it's the Country View dairy. But it's not the Country View dairy. Oh no, can we do this? Because look, I can run right through this. I can probably plant a crop in this field if I wanted to. I could probably do that. I'm not going to, because that's very much cheating. I'm not doing that. So we'll do this just to make things proper, because that is extremely cheating. We are gonna do, let's see, painting, and we'll put the grass down all through here. We're gonna put gravel down as well. We don't want this to be filled right here. And then over the triggers and stuff, and like an outline, we'll do like a... There's the trigger. There's one of them. We'll do concrete, or the gravel rather. There's the other trigger. Okay. So we'll go a straight line from here. That way, if we do want to use the field, we can. The remainder of the field anyways. All right, it ain't perfect, but it works. And we're going to go straight down through. And then we're going to put the gravel through the triggers and then put concrete around this area, if that makes sense. So we'll do the concrete first. So it's literally going to be like this. Let's see. Right about here. And the concrete's going to simulate the building. It's bad that I have to simulate things in a simulator. DJ Modding, we have a bug, kind sir. Or a lady. I don't know if DJ Modding is a lady or not, but I don't want to be rude, so. Okay. Yep, we got this situated. To a decent point. Okay. So now we'll do gravel. I don't even know how to submit a bug. Do y'all know how to submit a bug? Because I will, but I just don't know how. Y'all would like to submit a bug after seeing this, please do. Let DJ Modding know, so that way they can get some updates going on this. Because I don't know if it's in the mod, or if it's a mod conflict with the Giants Dairy or something, maybe. I'm not too sure, but... Okay, we'll make this gravel road go just like this. Okay. That's kind of where I'm at with this. We'll just do this right here. Give another road. The main road. That works. That'll work. It looks horrible, but it works. So maybe if we... maybe when we come back, like we leave the game and then come back, it'll populate it, but I don't think it's going to, because anytime I've like tried to put something down, this is what happens in the construction menu. So I'm not surprised that it stayed like that. All right, let's get over to the spinnery. Let's pick up our fabric, go sell that stuff because we're about to make a lot of money from it. And then we're gonna start paying on that $1 million loan and get that out of our hair as soon as possible. All right, so this is kind of awkward. You see how small the parking lot is? I had to be rude and I had to drive into that field. So I feel bad for that NPC, but that's okay. All right, let's get all this fabric out of here. There should be a significant amount. Hopefully, well, or is it only 8 grand? Is that all? There's no way, right? Okay, yeah, there's 29,000 in there, so it's gonna take a minute, and then we'll go sell. Alright, here we are at the tailor shop, and I hope that we can fit through here. We can this way, so that's how we're going to do it. We shouldn't do this, but we're going to. And watch that bank account go up. Oh yeah. Massive. $25,000 in environmental score. That puts us about 375, give or take, right? Let's double check. Ooh. Miscellaneous. That's weird. It gave us $25,000 of... What? It said 25,000. I know it did. That's weird. Anyways, we're just going to add that. So I'm going to do some math real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. So the total I have from December to April, so the past 5 months, is $896,691 is what we have made so far, which is fantastic. But now we have to do the heartbreaking thing and pay to a loan. So I hate this so much. It drives me up a wall. Paying to a loan is kind of like whenever you get your paycheck and you have to pay bills. That's not a fun thing to do, right? All right, we're down to $620,000, so 3,333 of loan interest should go down pretty significant amount. We have $79,000, which is what we had before. We had 80,000 really, but I can only pay in 5,000 increments. So no big deal, but our loan is getting paid off, and that's what matters, through our fabric, and fabric will soon just be an income base. So that I cannot wait for. But now we're going to go ahead and take this back, put the trailer back in the shed, and we're going to grab the tanker and get the buffalo milk to the ghost dairy, which I'm calling it a ghost dairy. And then until it appears on my map, it is a ghost dairy. And then we're going to take it to the other dairy as well. We're going to split it like half and half. All right, we're putting in the buffalo milk in the Country View dairy over in town, and we have it all activated. We're going to activate the one on the farm, our ghost one, and just doing buffalo mozzarella on this one. This way we have 2 different factories going for buffalo mozzarella, and that should really boost profits. And mostly because this one in town is the cycles per month are cut in half because we're doing goat cheese. So in reality, we're only doing 1.5 extra of buffalo mozzarella. So it still equals out, but it's just a little bit more. Because in Riverbend Springs, we had 2 dairies. We did have 2 dairies. And each one ran buffalo mozz, and that worked out really well for us. It was about $500,000 a year, and I think that's going to work out really well in our favor. However, I did notice on the way here that this cornfield that we're pulling up to right now has some weeds in it, so I'm curious if it got planted at all, because yeah, it's there. But I don't know why it has weeds already, because it shouldn't. And it says that we're going to need herbicide for these weeds. That doesn't make sense. That's unfortunate. So I wonder if it didn't plant over this right here, over the corn stalks. Because it looks like we have a yield potential over here, but if I step over here, we don't. So I don't think it actually planted through the corn stalk, which if it didn't, that's not going to be good. I might end up having to fix that, because that's... Basically, in Montana, what you can do is you can sell corn stalk. So it's kind of like your straw swath for barley and all your grain crops. And I thought that you can take a Kinsey planter and direct drill through the corn stalk and it'd be fine. So if that is not the case, we might have to cheat a little bit, because that's kind of a bug. That shouldn't happen. It should be just the same as if, like, I went through and swathed grass and then I went over with a direct seed planter, and the swath got taken away with the direct seed planter, because that's how cultivation works. So I understand that's not realistic, but that is how the game works. So I'm kind of confused on it, but hopefully that's not the case. I hope that's not the case, because we really need the silage. We don't have any silage anymore, as far as I know. And we only have 800,000 liters of TMR, but there is 400,000 in the pen, so I don't really know how much that's gonna hold, but we'll find out. But like I was saying, we need silage because we have 0 here and the TMR factory has 0. So we got to figure that out quickly. But we're going to get back to liming. We went ahead and sold the fabric, we went ahead and filled up the dairies. We found a ghost dairy, which is great. And we're going to finish up this liming. And then we're going to press on to May to get weeding done. All right, so we're not in May just yet. We're almost there, but not yet. I went ahead and realized that the goats were out of food. So I put 30,000 liters of hay from the TMR production to the goats, because they're 100% production on hay, whereas grass, it's 80% productive, so they get a little bit more that way. But I also realized that the city dairy only has like 5,000 liters left of goat's milk. So we're going to take all this goat milk that we have up to that dairy right quick, fill that dairy up. Well, not fill it up, but you know what I mean. Get it loaded up so we can press on to May without any loss. At least from the dairy anyways. Looks like the animals are getting along just fine. The chickens are fine. And the buffalo are just fine. They're chilling. So, which generally is our problem, is the buffaloes, but it's not this time. Buffaloes they're big chilling. Alright, let's see. I only want not Euro pellets. I need only the goat's milk. There's a way to do it. I just gotta find it. Material type. There we go. Goat's milk. Shift R. There we go. I love this autoload mod. I can link it down in the description for you guys if you would like. I do not mind. Let me know if you guys want the mods in the description, the mods that I use in the description, because if so, then I'll put them there. If not, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing and not put them there. So it's not time consuming or anything. It's just if no one's interested in using the mods, there's no point in them being there. So I should be able to load those. Oh, those are not full. Okay. All right, we are in May, and it looks like our loan interest is a lot less. It's 12, yeah, $2,066. That's not bad. That's good. That's a lot better than 3,000. So I'll take that all day. I did notice though, I went to the growth for crops and you see our cornfield. That's from those corn stalks. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and take care of this off camera. Is there crops in this field in 50? Oh, there is. There's extra canola. Perfect. That's fine. But anyways, I'll take care of field 56, our cornfield, off camera. I have to cultivate it all up and replant it. That's annoying. That's extremely annoying. I shouldn't... Oh well, it is what it is. It's okay. It's no big deal. We'll get through it. And, but first, we're going to go ahead and take care of the weeding on these fields, 54, 52, and 49. And we're going to have the John Deere on one weeder and the case on the other. We're going to use the case. I'll let the worker use the John Deere. Oh yeah, we need to get a baler. We don't have a round baler anymore, so we need to get a square baler. That's on the to-do list. We'll have to lease that this coming harvest. But yeah, let me get these weeders hooked up right quick, and I'll see y'all at the field. All right, we are at the wheat field, or the barley field, excuse me. And we're gonna go ahead and get this weeding going. We're gonna start with the smallest field, and then we're gonna head over to the wheat field. I keep calling this the wheat field because that was the first crop we harvested out of this field. So I'll probably call the other field barley, but it's not. It is wheat. So this crop right here is barley. That's our canola field that the worker is actually on. Went ahead and got the worker started as well. Cotton looks like it's peeking through a little bit, so that's gonna be... I can't wait for that harvest. I love that harvester now. I really want to do cotton harvesting now because of that harvester. So that's fantastic. That cornfield. Look at that cornfield. It's actually kind of funny. It really is kind of funny. Because what happens is whenever you drive, the reason why it looks like tire tracks is because it's exactly tire tracks. So whenever you harvest it, whether that's with corn silage or through actual harvest, turns out that whenever you drive over it, it turns it into corn stalk. So that's one way of getting corn stalks. If you're on this map and you have a personal playthrough, that's how you get corn stalks, is just drive over the harvested corn. That's all you have to do. But all right, let's get this weeding done. We got a little bit to do, so nothing crazy. Alright, we are all done weeding our barley field. We're moving on to our wheat field. However, I'm going to go ahead and do this field off camera. And then once I'm done with this field, I'll go ahead, once I'm done with this field, that worker should be done. And what I'll do is, once that worker's done, I'll put a worker on this field. And then I'm going to take care of that cornfield. It really needs it. So I'm gonna fix that cornfield, and hopefully we don't have any problems when it comes to harvest. I hope not. I don't suspect there will be, but just in case. But either way, I really hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, if you would like to keep up with this series, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll get notifications on every time I post. For this series right now, it's the only series that I'm running, so you'll get notifications every single time I post for this series. But as always, I hope y'all have a good one. Thanks y'all for watching.